Does any
Reb, did you watch the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight? Did you? Hold on, wait. Let me fix this. Did you watch it? What did you think of it? I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad as hell because Mike Tyson flashed me, and all that. Damn, did not mean to click that. All that happened on stream. Let's check Twitter real quick to figure out why the Netflix thing is down. Thanks, Netflix. Stream came back on in time to see Mike Tyson in a thong. Thanks, Netflix.
There you go.
You just kissed that man on the cheek. Ah! Get it on stream! I ain't gonna lie. I watched it through Adrian Bronner. Adrian Bronner was streaming it while he was at the fight. I forgot how many views he even pulled on that on Twitter, on X or whatever. What do y'all call Twitter? Do y'all call Twitter X or Twitter? I still call it Twitter. You said I legit watched half prelim fight, went to bed, woke up, read the headline, thought yeah that makes sense, and moved on. Literally, I mean, like, what I understand people like had like expectation of what is it, of Tyson like knocking Jake Paul out, but I don't know why people got to be real with themselves. Like, come on, bro, ain't he in his 50s? Like, bro, that's an elderly old man, bro. He should be focused on retiring and like relaxing and spending time with his family, not fighting no little kid in the ring, bro. I'm just spitting facts. He said, how a streaming website so bad at live streaming events. That's what I'm saying. Like, how did that happen? I think they knew what they were doing, bro. At the end of the day, it's all for money at the end of the day. So like, it is what it is. Both of them got paid. I hope so, but
anyone have thoughts on
crazy.
the reading from last week?
I'm ordering another round. I get discounts. Anyone want one?
I'll take one.
Too late.
I gotta reset all my stuff. None of my alerts been working because I think my Twitch account got disconnected from LBS.
For adults with moderate.
But yeah, we finna react to Jamari's opinion on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Obviously, this is not my normal setup. I am on the road, but I did have some time today, so I wanted to talk about the fight last night between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Unfortunately, Mike Tyson did lose by decision, but I am glad there were no knockouts, at least on Jake's part. Overall, the fight was very disappointing on several fronts, so let's talk about it. And before I even start, let me just preface this by saying
and then even if y'all had watched the fight, it looked like Jake was holding back and pulling punches. Same, like, it just didn't seem like no real fight, bro. Is that is that civil rights movement? What's the lady name? I can't even think of her name. The lady got that sit on the front of the bus. They told her to move to the back of the bus. She didn't. I can't even think of her name. But that nigga got a tattoo of her. That's crazy.
the only influencer boxing match worse than this one was probably the Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul special, where Dylan just refused to throw a punch. He made the whole thing kind of a joke. And in the meantime, Logan Paul could literally not knock out an immobile target who was not moving. I mean, the guy was just standing there taking blow after blow, pause, and Logan just could not get the job done. Now let's talk about a couple of things that happened before the fight. At the final weigh-in, Mike does come out, junk out and all, and he ends up actually slapping up Jake Paul after he stepped on his foot. A lot of people thought this was a purposeful tactic by Jake. Some people were saying it was set up. Some people found it strange that Jake kind of crawls up on all fours like a gorilla. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Mike looks pretty genuinely pissed right there. This is what Jake would say after getting slapped.
I didn't even feel it. He's angry. He's an angry little elf.
Bro, he capping. Come on now. You see all this nigga whole cheek is red. Like, come on, bro. Stop the cap. Yeah, damn. That's horrible that I didn't know who that. I couldn't think of her name. It was Rosa Parks. Yeah, he got Rosa. Was that Rosa Parks tatted on? He said, yeah. He said like you can't knock out a 60-year-old man who was gassed two rounds in. Jeez, man. That's what I'm saying. I think this couldn't. I feel like all these fights that it had couldn't have been like real, bro.
Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the fuck out. I'm f***ing him up, Burial. I'm f***ing him up.
His
He hits like a
ear red and everything.
It's personal now. He must die.
Listen guys, I don't know if it's the fact that Jake Paul is the first influencer to develop CTE, or if that's just the steroids raging through his body, but Mike Tyson would indeed not die in that ring. Here's what Jake's mom would say after she saw her little boy get slapped.
I'm gonna kill Mike Tyson for you. Fucking little bitch.
Hey, bro, let me call my grandma after this, gang. Let me call my grandma after this. But nah, this was set up, bro. Come on now.
You slap harder than him.
He's like, remember all those times you abused me, Mom?
I
Then
know,
Jake
that's
started
corny,
talking
though.
really
Like,
crazy
that was
before
corny.
the fight, saying, I believe I could beat Mike Tyson during any phase of any part of his career. My guy, if you went into the ring with like a 25 to 35-year-old Mike Tyson, he would have literally flatlined you in 10 seconds. Like, let's say back in the 80s or 90s, this would be like a popular musician or a popular movie star wanting to box Mike. You know how much back then that absolute killer would have loved to just fuck someone like this up? He probably would have done the shit for free. Before the fight, Mike even had his whole ass out.
What's your prediction?
Vicious win.
He better not show it.
Love you.
Love you too.
He better not. Thank you, my
And
nigga.
this was actually a really big foreshadowing, because from here on out, the rest of the stream would just be absolute ass. I mean, Netflix claims that they prepared for all the traffic coming to their platform. It's going to be Netflix's biggest live sports event to date. But the streamer tells us everyone from IT to production has put their all into preparation and will be ready to combat any and all technical issues that may arise.
That's cap. They must have laid off at least half of them niggas that for their IT department or something, because ain't no way. Netflix is one of the top streaming platforms. Like, how they fuck up like this?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Well, basically like 500 million people were watching this fight at once. Or I guess I should say they were trying to watch it because they were just staring at a buffering screen. I was actually down in the lobby of this hotel last night trying to watch the fight with like a little crowd of people. And this motherfucker was back there trying to load up Stream East on the side, okay? He had a laptop. I mean, this is how sad it got, guys. At one time, Antonio Brown was streaming the video on Twitter, and you had 6.6 million concurrent viewers watching. Keep in mind, this is a view from the actual stadium.
This couldn't, no way this nigga was pulling 6.6 million concurrent viewers. No way.
That's how sad it got, guys. At one time, Antonio Brown was streaming the video on Twitter, and you had 6.6 million concurrent viewers watching. Keep in mind, this is a view from the actual stadium.
Just
you know,
viewers, like
AT&T,
people
they got
just
the big old
accidentally clicked
jumbotron,
it.
so someone just set up a phone there, and he collected all those Twitter shekels. I mean, the fact that one man's phone could handle a 6.6 million viewer live stream, but Netflix was apparently totally unprepared for this traffic, it's just hilarious. This is not the first time this has happened for Netflix when they've tried to put on a live event. People anticipated they might even buy Netflix just to view this one event, and then the shit doesn't even work. When it comes to actual boxing, it was a snooze fest. Mike's legs got wobbly around the third round. I think he was pretty gassed. And at the end, it really just seemed like Jake, just out of pure respect, was not going to knock this man out. He was kind of just giving him jabs, kind of securing the win. I think Mike only threw like 85 punches total or something like that, and very few of them connected, this being one of them.
Drawing the most flavor out of something is a nuanced process.
And I'm not really seeing that much power behind that punch at all. As you guys can see, Jake remained relatively unfazed. I wish so bad that someone would just sleep this guy. He keeps calling out Canelo. Listen, Canelo, I know you're like a charity man. I know you like to do things for the local community. I mean, you could put some serious philanthropy on your resume by knocking this motherfucker out. And this is how you know this shit was so fake. At the end of the fight, you know, Jake was bowing down to him for about 10 seconds there. And I wish that Mike would have just taken this moment right here and just teed off on his head, like when you're in T-ball and the ball's just sitting there. All you gotta do is swing. And you know, Mike looks like he kind of thought about it.
Oh, wow.
Tyson.
But instead he sticks out the hand. Okay, we're looking at a new era of Mike Tyson. And sadly, you know, when
Like, bro. Like, I can't even be mad, bro. Like, and both of these niggas walked out with money, bro. At the end of the day, Jake Paul got 40M. Tyson got 20. You can't be mad at that. But still, dog, like,
it comes to his physique, I thought that Mike looked pretty good. It did appear that he was training really hard for this fight for close to over a year. But sadly, guys, Father Time ends up coming for absolutely everyone. This man is almost 60 years old at this point, and he really just could not last. His best chance was just to go like all out for the first probably 2 or 3 rounds and just totally gas himself out and maybe try and get the knockout. But it really just wasn't happening, and it was pretty apparent very early on in the fight. Here, Jake Paul praises Mike. He says he's the GOAT.
First and foremost, Mike Tyson.
I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him dick ride.
Obviously, you got Logan standing around in the background trying to get his airtime. You know he always tries to make these situations about himself. And when Mike tells him, hey, I want to fight you too, Logan, this is what Logan says.
Logan, I think he said you might be next. Motherfucker, I'll kill you, Mike.
Now, I won't lie, I think even like a 60-year-old Mike Tyson might beat up on Logan Paul. Not that I want to reopen Pandora's box here, guys, but this guy couldn't even knock out Dylan Dennis when he wasn't even moving. You know, when it comes to Jake, at least he has all those knockouts on his resume. It might not be the most impressive fighters. But for Logan, it's like, bro, you never even won a boxing match, okay? You're lunchly, businessman. Whooped your ass multiple times. After the fight, Tank Davis would post this on Instagram where he says, to the bozo that shared the ring with Mike, you a whole bozo for this, and you didn't get the job done, shithead. Here, Jake would confirm to a reporter that he was apparently taking it easy on Mike once he saw those legs get a little bit wobbly.
At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you noticed he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
I mean, yeah, honestly, last night, if he would have just, brutally knocked out Mike Tyson, I mean, he might have gone down in history as the biggest douche of all time, and he's already, in the running for that, but...
Did you feel Mike's power at all?
No.
He hit you with one, and you gave him the tongue.
But it didn't actually hurt. No one's punches have, really hurt. I got buzzed a little bit against Tommy Fury, but that's about it.
This was early in the fight. People were saying, oh, Mike still got it in him.
This jab right there that really knocked Jake back.
I don't know how Jake claims that this punch cannot have affected him. That's that power we wanted to see. Ooh. Other people were saying, yo, this fight had to be rigged. This is nothing like what Mike looked during his sparring sessions, during his training footage.
But it's my thing. Is Mike lifting the same or what he was lifting? Damn, bro. Why I pause on this nigga booty again? Pause. As soon as I look to the left, I just straight see double cheeks. But pause. You said Joe Budden would die on the way to the ring? Bro, I wouldn't even want to mess with Joe Budden. That nigga has mental problems. I'm just being real. That nigga's not right up here. But yeah, I don't know, bro.
I mean, obviously, there's a big difference between going through practice and going into the actual game. I'm sure other people out there who have played sports, not even boxing, but really anything else, have known guys who were cold as fuck in practice, but when it came down to the game, they were cheeks. And then after the fight, they apparently asked him if Canelo would be his next fight, and Jake says, I don't need Canelo, he needs me. And I do think that Jake will continue to fight undersized guys who are way out of their prime or just from a whole different sport. Look at the opponents he's had. He beat retired NBA player Nate Robinson 40. Okay, that's his first fight,
This whole stat sheet and lineup, I don't even know how I'm just being honest. Even last night or just watching that fight, I was like, bro, this is low-key a disgrace to boxing as it is, bro. Just being honest. Just the fact that an influencer can basically not yet, I want to say kind of weasel their way into a lane just for having a following. is crazy to me. And like that, him and his brother were really just running with the fact that, okay, yeah, now we're professional boxers and that's what we are now. Or just, no, you get what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
He's had. He beat retired NBA player Nate Robinson 40. Okay, that's his first fight, you know.
I respect him for finding like money into this and stuff like that. Like can't be mad at somebody making money, but like come on, bro.
Dude, they were impressed with the knockout. Beat retired MMA fighter Ben Askren, he was 40. Obviously, that guy was known for being an elite grappler, was never known for his boxing. Beat retired MMA fighter Tyron Woodley, 42. Now, Tyron was known for striking in his UFC career, but obviously, like, the striking in UFC, does it always translate well to boxing? Probably not. Then he goes in there and beats Anderson Silva, who was already 49 years old. People thought that was crazy. They thought that was like way too past his prime to fight. And then he obviously loses to the only boxer who was even close to his age, Tommy Fury, and also the only person who was really like a professional boxer. Beat semi-retired MMA fighter Nate Diaz at 39. I mean, everyone always says, oh, Nate's had this like iron chin, but even that fight was pretty garbage. And then he beat up on Mike Tyson last night, 58 years old. You know, guys, I really thought that Mike could maybe turn back the clock for this one. I thought that he would look a little bit better than he did, but he did end up looking like an old man out there, and it was very sad to see. Like, I don't know, it felt like elderly abuse or something. It was just sad. And at the end of the day, you do have to give some credit to Jake. I mean, the guy is an expert at marketing. He's an expert at making money and putting on these events. I think he made like, I don't know, $50-60 million last night, which is just fucking insane. But yeah, I hope someone puts an end to his little social experiment that he's been doing for the last couple of years soon. But I don't know if he'll ever put himself in that sort of compromising position, because without boxing, and once he, you know, actually gets knocked out by somebody, I don't know how much he really has left in the tank. Like, I don't really see this guy going back to being an influencer or anything like that, going back to Disney. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching today's video drop.
Hey, bro. All I can say is, I mean, I guess, like, congratulations. I don't know. For being an old man.